Welcome to AG Chelsea TV. This is the YouTube channel that will bring Chelsea fans the latest news of the club in our hearts. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me. Fulham's second Hudson-Odoi bid turned down. Fulham have had a second bid, believed to be worth £5 million, for Chelsea winger Callum Hudson-Odoi rejected by Chelsea. The Evening Standard's Nizar Kinsella revealed this morning that the Blues have turned down an improved offer from Fulham after discussions throughout the past week. The near neighbours, who played each other in the final game of the Premier League's summer series in Maryland last night, are still in negotiations over a deal for the England international. Hudson-Odoi, who is the final year of his contract at Stamford Bridge, wants to leave Chelsea this summer and is keen on making the move to Craven Cottage. Fulham are not willing to pay the £10 million Chelsea are seeking for a player who they will be able to sign for free in January and are currently considering their next steps. Arsenal have now made first move to sign amazing Chelsea target. Arsenal have made a move for Brighton and Hove Albion goalkeeper Robert Sanchez as an alternative to David Raya. Robert Sanchez is emerging as a target for Arsenal in case they can't finalise the signing of David Raya. That is according to 90 Minutes, who claimed that Arsenal have made their first move for Sanchez by inquiring about a deal. It stated that Arsenal would ideally like to sign Brentford goalkeeper David Raya, but he will cost around £40 million. Arsenal view that price as too high and are subsequently looking at alternatives such as Sanchez. Chelsea are also believed to be interested in signing Sanchez as they plot a move for a new goalkeeper. The Blues now risk missing out with Arsenal showing their interest in the Seagull stopper. Arsenal are ready to let Matt Turner leave the club amid interest from Nottingham Forest, meaning they need another stopper to push Aaron Ramsdale. Chelsea talks for midfield target collapse. First half goals from Thiago Silva and Christopher Nkunku, the latter's third goal in 4 games this summer, were enough to give Mauricio Pochettino's side victory in their final match of their summer tour of the USA. Former Tottenham Hotspur boss Pochettino used the match to give minutes to several members of his squad, making 11 changes to his side at halftime. In the first half, Andre Santos and Enzo Fernandez were used as the Blues' 2 central midfielders, while Carney Chukwuemeka and Conor Gallagher also featured. Chelsea continue to appear short of options in midfield, but it now appears that talks over one of their top targets have collapsed. According to Football Insider, talks between the Blues and Brighton and Hove Albion over a proposed move for Moises Caicedo are no longer ongoing. The two clubs had been in negotiations for the Ecuador international, but the report claims that talks are no longer active after the Seagulls rejected a second offer for the player. Caicedo, 21, joined Brighton back in 2021 and was introduced to the first team midway through the 2021-22 season. The midfielder has now made a total of 53 appearances across all competitions for the South Coast outfit, and impressed last season as Roberto De Zerbi's side qualified for the Europa League for the first time ever. The Ecuadorian is said to have already agreed personal terms with Chelsea, but the proposed move now appears to be in doubt. Brighton are standing firm on their £100 million valuation of the midfielder and have therefore rejected Chelsea's second offer, believed to be worth £80 million. Back in January, Caicedo was a target for Arsenal, but a deal never materialised and the player then signed a new long-term contract with his current side shortly after. Chelsea now researching whether they can sign £40 million player. Fabrizio Romano has claimed Chelsea have put in some calls to people close to Mohamed Kudus about potentially signing him this summer. He told Give Me Sport that there is currently nothing concrete in their interest, and no bid has gone in for his services. It has emerged that Kudus is one of the players the club are considering bringing in to add a little more depth to their attacking options for next season. The Ajax man has proven himself as an extremely versatile member of the attack for club and country, with his ability to play anywhere undoubtedly a big bonus for the Blues. They are facing competition for his signature from the likes of Arsenal. However, it is believed that they are willing to offer more money in order to get the deal over the line. Romano has claimed that provisional calls have taken place in order to sound out the conditions they would need to offer to bring in Kudus. He said, Chelsea called some people close to the player to be informed on the conditions of the deal, but there has been no bid and there is nothing concrete yet. Another player they are considering to play in attack is Crystal Palace winger Michael Olise. It has been widely claimed that he has a very achievable release clause. Manchester City are also reportedly interested in a deal, after they sold Riyad Mahrez to Saudi Arabia earlier this summer. However, the Blues believe that they have stolen a march already on any other sides looking to sign him, off the back of having a good standing relationship with his family. After £39 million Caicedo deal, Chelsea believe they have now won the race to sign quality player as well. After wrapping up a deal for Axel Caicedo, Chelsea believe they have now won the race to sign Michael Olise from Crystal Palace as well. That is according to 90 Minutes. So, what is the latest on Chelsea and Michael Olise? Let's take a look. Well, according to David Ornstein, Chelsea are seriously interested in signing the Crystal Palace number 7 this summer, after completing the €45 million, £39 million, capture of Caicedo from Monaco. An update from Ben Jacobs of CBS Sports added that Olise is close to agreeing personal terms with the Blues. Now, according to 90 Minutes, Chelsea believe they have beaten Manchester City and Arsenal to the Londoners' signature. It is said that Chelsea boast a strong relationship with Olise's family, given the fact he spent 7 years in the academy from 2009 to 2016, and his younger brother Richard is currently in the youth ranks at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea's links to the 21-year-old's family are the decisive factor in this particular transfer battle, according to 90 Minutes. Furthermore, the Blues only have to pay £35 million for Olise, as the France under-21 international is believed to have a release clause written into his contract at Crystal Palace. Even if Chelsea were spending £60 million on Olise, we would be tempted to describe it as the signing of the summer. He really is that talented. Only Kevin De Bruyne, Bukayo Saka and Leandro Trossard registered more than Olise's 11 assists in the Premier League last season, while he also netted 2 goals as well. The Crystal Palace wonderkid, who Eberechi has called a quality player, is well on his way to becoming a £100 million player in the current market. So if Chelsea really do manage to strike a deal for just £35 million, it would be sensational business. Be sure to keep an eye on this situation, as anything could happen this summer. Chelsea join race for Kylian Mbappe. Chelsea coach Mauricio Pochettino has revealed that he is open to another addition in the forward department, amid reports of the club's bid for PSG forward Kylian Mbappe. The 24-year-old has a year left on his current contract, and he is willing to stay at the club next season and leave on a free transfer when his contract expires. According to reports, PSG earlier accepted €300 million from Saudi Arabia's Al Hilal. However, Mbappe is not interested in moving to the Saudi Pro League. Speaking after his side's 2-0 win against neighbours Fulham on Sunday, the Blues boss hinted about the signing of a new forward and the need to reinforce. "Today I think we are happy with the performance and they can complement each other really well. Yes, of course, maybe we can add some different profile or different player who can help us. Of course we are open." Chelsea co-owner Todd Boehly has reportedly held talks with PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi over a move for Mbappe, with the Blues willing to offer players and cash for the Frenchman. And that's the end of this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to support me.